Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat. And they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore will throw. The short hands, it's Perry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Using his feet. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Running to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. It's complete to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Allison Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Got a man, it's Peoples. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He'll do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, David.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Moore will throw. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal. You still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game. Two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Makes the catch. It's Graham. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Now adjusting. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moore to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Finds a little space. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Ducks will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Let's go! Let's go! Ready, go! Moore will throw. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Perry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th. Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Throwing right. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to get the corner. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. field. It's Perry. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moore to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Perry. Turns it on at midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Creates a little room, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Moore will throw. A strike downfield. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on 4th down. That now the 3rd different 4th down they've converted in this game.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. To throw, it's Sayin. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th. A little trickeration looking to throw. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks.
We'll give the return team credit there because they were able to rally and get a massive stop. Now, the kicking team thought they had the perfect play, and they snap it to the up man. He sees his target downfield, throws the completion. Everything's going right, but the return team able to make a massive tackle. The gamble does not pay off, and that is a critical turnover on downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Moore to the air. Touchdown Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
You got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. That pass is incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. And he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Got a man, it's Tate. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Smith.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football.
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to...
Makes the grab past the marker. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Bringing the heat. The throw. Makes the catch. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but he'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Moore to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. And it'll be down right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. To the air, it's Sayed. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Right down the gut of the field. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.